Hey everyone, it's Tiffany from Let's Get Scrappy again, and here is my bonus video from Country Craft Creations Design Team Hop that we did Black Friday / Thanksgiving weekend. So I had put in the comments what you would like to see, whether it was easel cards or banners, a banner with each month, and I started working on the easel cards right away. I still have enough paper, and I'll show you in a minute, to do the banners, but I'm not going to be able to get to the banners probably until after Christmas time with all the other projects I have lined up, and just doing 12 of each of these things just is a lot of time. So I'm going to show you just one that is decorated and then show you each month just how I laid out the papers, and then I'll do a quick tutorial at the end of the video. So I'm not sure why I started with September for decorating one. I have no idea. I just randomly started with September. But here it is. So just to kind of show you, just added some flowers from my stash, and I'm going to, each card I just stayed consistent with the cream matting. So all of them are matted in cream, and then there's some colors on the front part here. And then I'm going to be consistent with this ribbon as well and do a little flower cluster on each with the ticket. So I have like the ticket stuffed kind of in each folio or easel card right now. So this is just a basic version, and I'm just going to show you some things you can do if you want to. So you can add flowers up here. You can add some of the ticket pieces that are in the collection, like the, not ticket, the tag pieces, whatever you want. My easel cards, I usually like just a little bit of stuff on them. And let me just kind of show you how they open up. So it would look like this here. Can I get that in view? But what I was initially going to do was pop this up on like scrap chipboard, but I didn't need to because the pocket holds it just fine. But you can totally do that if you want to bulk this up with chipboard. You can add flowers to this. I just don't like when you put an easel card down and then it's all poofy and doesn't sit right. So I kind of left my inside flat, and I felt the paper really spoke for itself. So I wish there was a better way for you guys to see that, but I think you get the gist of what this would look like resting, you know, on a desk. And again, it could be your own, where you put these all in a box and you bring them out just for, you know, each month as decor, or you can gift it to somebody, whether it's a birthday card, anniversary, or just the whole entire 12 months. But I just want to show you what I did on the inside. So again, you can add some of the die cuts here. You can tuck a couple of the tags there if you wanted to. Totally up to you, but this is just the base of how it gets pulled together, and then you decorate it how you want to. And then I just cut the calendar, on one of the die sheets. I cut the calendar, I took the top part off, and I'm going to actually use that for tags later. I have enough paper to do all this. I just carefully cut all my paper. But I did mat it with the colored design sheets. I can't, Lord. I just not able to talk right now, but all of them have the exact same. So I cut the same piece here, and you'll see when we do the tutorial, I did not cut all the way because I'm really stretching this paper out. And then it just like alternates whatever is here. For the most part, I have in this position, but again, totally up to you. I just wanted a balance of like the coral with the coral down here. But there's a lot of things you can do with this. I did not decorate the back side. So this is not decorated. You can, again, totally up to you, but I'm just showing you guys, you know, one that I have finished for myself, and I just added some blings here. You can fussy cut out some of the images and pop those up for a little bit more dimension. But I did, again, strategically cut the paper so they say the months on the front. So there's September, totally out of order. Now I will show you each month just how I laid out the paper in case you want to do the same. And let me just show you a difference because I messed up cutting my little black border. So on here I have the design sheet, and then I have a purple cardstock and then the black cardstock. I did the opposite on majority of them because I went and did, you know, where I cut out all that I needed and I realized I cut it the wrong size. So what is our motto? We just go with it and make it work. So this has, you know, the design paper, the black, and then the red there. And I did ink all the edges, of course, with black soot. And it doesn't have to be black. You could do the walnut stain. There's a variety of colors that look good inking this paper. And then this one sits like that. So you have that. And then if you open it up, it looks like this. So again, here in the pocket, I just have the ticket that I want on the front, but you can stick them here. You can tuck things just to kind of give you guys a visual of the different options, because I have so much more to work with. I'm going to show you when we do the tutorial. Okay, so there's January. Now we have February. February pops up like so. And when you open it, looks like that. Okay, and then we have March, and it was really hard for me not to do it all in gold foiling. I really hope, can you guys see this? I hope so. So I just did a little bit in the gold foil. But again, I wanted to, you know, mass produce these, so I stuck to one color matting for the bulk piece of it. That's what that one looks like. Then we have April. I'm telling you, these make really great gifts. But again, you can keep them for yourself if you want to. But there is April. And then you have May. I'm trying to kind of speed it up a little bit. Looks like that. June. I just went in my scrap box and grabbed to mat back here, just grab colors that I had in my scrap bin. There you go. July, so fun. Looks like that. Again, just so you guys, you know, I did the exact same piece here just to make it easy. And definitely just look at your paper first on where you want to cut it to save. Do not cut extra if you don't need to. There is August. We have October, which you guys know I love. October, March, and August are definitely my favorites. Back in there real quick. And then last we have November, because we are going to do December together. And it looks like that there. I love the green in November. Okay, so for December, let me just get out my mat. So I just want to show you guys everything that these are like the die cuts of the first die sheet that I have left. So I have things to work with. And again, I didn't want to go crazy adding these to all my projects until I finished the banners. I want to make sure I had enough. And then here is like the top part of the calendar that I cut. And let me see what that one looks like. So that is just the top portion right there. I just cut that off, and actually on one of them already I fussy cut around this, and I'm going to use this part on either the banner or the tag, a tag. I haven't decided yet. I might do a tag flip or individual tags that I could put on like a gift bag or something. Okay, so just trying to grab it all. I just want to show you. everything I have left. So for the most part, this is what each month looks like. So I think I mentioned before in the last video, I have not thrown away, unless they're really itty bitty, but I have not thrown away any scraps. So I'm gonna just put these all together, my smaller ones together. And then I just cut out, I cut only the calendar piece out of this one. So you guys saw all the die cuts I already have. I don't actually need this page. I can just use it for the green, and that's probably what I will end up doing. And then have a couple scraps here that have the stripe on the back. This one. And my scraps are a little different because, you know, it took me a minute to figure out how I wanted to cut the card folios. So some of them are a little different, but still, that's a lot. Like, I can make a small banner and still will have leftover for, you know, for some tags or something. So let me put that away. And I am just storing mine in, I just have like a clear Ziploc that I'm putting all my stuff in. Trying to grab it and get it in there. That way it's out of the way. And then on the flip side, I just score tape 2 smaller Ziplocs to the front of the bag, and I have it separated by the first 6 months and then the last 6 months. So all just slides into there. If I can grab the pocket. Maybe. It's hard to do when you can't see inside there. So I have my kit all together. Just a little tip for you. Okay, so what we need is to make the actual, and I've shown this before, so most people know how to make these, how to make an easel card. They're all over. Everyone has them on their channel, so this is definitely not like my creation, just so we're clear. But what you're gonna need is a piece that is 6 by 12, and then we're gonna score it at 3 and 6, and then another piece that is 6 by 6, so like that. And to make the base of all of them, you will need, let's see, you will need 9 12 by 12s. So you will cut 3 of them into 4 6 by 6. So you'll cut 3 of them like that, where you will get 4 6 by 6 pieces, and then 6 of them that you are going to, so don't look at this right here, but 6 of them that you're just going to cut 6 by 12. So just so you know how to easily do that, that's why I did it. I had 3 12 by 12 sheets that I cut 4 6 by 6 pieces out of, and then 6 12 by 12s that I just cut the 6 by 12. And then you score it. And if you want to do like the matting, you know, like this, with the black, you'll need a few more sheets. Probably get 4, so 3 more sheets of black cardstock if you wanted to. Okay, so let's go ahead and just fold this. So we're gonna fold that down on the score line. And I gotta remember which way I'm going so that I wanna cover this up. So I'm actually gonna turn it this way, because I want to cover my numbers. Okay. And I have lotion on my hands, so my hands are a little oily. Slipping and a sliding. So it does this, just like that. That's your easel right there. And then we're gonna take the other 6 by 6 and we're going to glue it down only to this bottom part. So I just, let me get this out. I'm just gonna put glue on the bottom piece here. I took my tip off just so I can make sure I have enough glue. And you can use score tape too, whatever you want. Whatever you want. I cannot see. if I'm lined up, but we will soon find out. Okay, we're gonna give that a good burnish. So there we have, and it'll do that for us. So that is our base, just right there. It's really important that you make sure you do not put glue on this other side here. So if it's helpful for you to remember that, you could always like mark an X on the one that you're supposed to glue, or put score tape, whichever. Okay, so I always do the inside first. I mat my inside first. And this here, the base, because it's a 6x6, so I did 5 7/8 by 5 7/8 for my cream cardstock. And then all the designer paper depend upon, you know, the size, but the width is 5 3/4. So I'm just showing you guys, it'll go here, and here's again an example. I just cut to 3 1/2 because it's going to be behind a pocket, so why waste that paper? It's good to be able to save, and I know there's a lot out there that, you know, want to make their paper last. As you guys can see, I have too much paper, but I still am stingy with it. I don't like wasting, and I like to get the most out of my collections. Okay, so you just glue that down. Now you could do a pocket made from the black cardstock. I didn't, because I didn't want to add extra paper. So I had extra cream cardstock, so I made this into my pocket and then just added a little strip of black for my border. So I made it the same width as the regular cream down here. Hopefully that makes sense. If I do miss something, just ask in the comments below. I'm doing this very sloppy, but I'm just gluing down 3 sides. Oh, that was lucky. And just want to make sure I'm still in frame. I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to start getting glasses. Having a hard time seeing. But I did just get my eyes checked like a month ago, and she said no, because I'm farsighted in one eye and nearsighted in the other. So, but it is starting to get a little blurrier. Okay. And this just tucks into here as our little calendar, but that's also where you could do a little sentiment to somebody. And I'm just going to lay these out to make sure I put them in the right spot where I want them. And then I just took one of the border strips that is already in the die cut or die sheet, and I did layer it. I just cut an inch, same as we did with the folio, because it was easy. So there's not a lot of black showing, but it's nice and sturdy. Oh my gosh, my hands are all black from the ink. And I'm just eyeballing it, just kind of sticking it in the middle. You don't have to put this down. These are all just options for you. But if you switch it up for each one, it's going to take even that much longer to finish 12 months. Ooh, that was messy. But you won't see it because I'm going to hide it. Okay, so we have that down. Just like so. Give it a little burnish. And I specifically on this stripe, it's bright, goes down to dark. I chose to use the bright pieces of the stripe, but totally your preference, like I always say. Again, I must have been a Valley girl back in the day, because I say totally way too much. And I'm sure I say like as well. Okay, so that is where we want the green. And you have this one. Ooh, these lights are hot. And definitely just glue better than I am right now. Not that it has to be anything special, because it's just, it'll still stay. And always be careful with, when you do ink, not to get it on, like if you had a white cardstock base, it will get on there if you're not careful. Okay, so there is our inside like that, and I'm just going to tuck our little ticket. It's the last one I have left because I used the other two on the card folio, so I'm just going to flip this. And then here's what we have for this one, and again, this is just, the cream is 5 7/8 by 5 7/8, and then the green is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. So I just left a 1/8 inch on all of it. Jeez, got the back of this one all messy. I need to get a new sponge for my inking. The black is flicking everywhere and gets on everything from the sponge. And I have new sponges, I just haven't switched it out yet. Okay, so we have that. And then I used chipboard underneath mine to pop it up. You can use whatever, you don't even have to. So it could be fine just like that. I just wanted a little bit more dimension. So I did chipboard and I just cut it, you know, 5 by 5. I'll tell you the measurements of this piece here. So I just make it a little bit smaller than my regular piece. Get that on there. Oh, I can't wait to get my nails done tomorrow. It's way too long, growing out. Okay, and then we're just gonna glue the back of this. Really hope you guys got stocked up on your art glitter glue. If not, go check out Country Craft Creations before you can't get it during the cold times. But I think she might have said she figured out how to ship it during the cold. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Okay. So, and don't ask me why. So when I did this book originally, I don't know why I did it actually, but the design sheet is 4 7/8 by 4 7/8. I don't know why I didn't just start with 5, but for some reason I did that. Then the next piece is 5 by 5, and then the next mat is 5 1/8 by 5 1/8, just in case you're wondering my measurements on that. So there is December, pops up nicely. It could pop up here. You can add flowers. I know some people like doing that, but again, if I'm gifting this to somebody, I like it to be somewhat flat. Maybe like flatter flowers in there might work. But I just think this is so cute and such a fun thing to do. But again, this is the bonus video from our Country Craft Creations design team hop using Country Craft Creations exclusive Remember the Time collection. And you guys, you get so much in the initial collection. Then you can get the coordinating sheets, which in the video I kept saying coordinating cardstock. It is not, it is sheets. And she also has a blank calendar that you can get too if you wanted to do a full 12 by 12 calendar with it. So there's lots of options, but I will have it linked below. But hopefully you guys like this. Let me know your thoughts, if this was helpful at all. But like I said, you know, eventually I'll get to finishing all of these little dooders here. But I hope that you guys have been having fun, those who have seen the hop. Again, these make fun, just, you know, Christmas gifts. You can use different paper, but I don't know anybody that wouldn't love to get like a gift like this for the holidays. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please give your girl a thumbs up if you did like the video. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure that you do so that way you can see future projects. Thanks for watching. Bye.